If part of the manufacturing takes place in a clean room, the material flow is a little bit more complex. If you want to find out how we do it, stick around and we'll check it out. Now obviously one of the first things we need to do is take the material out of the warehouse. Now since this isn't a clean warehouse, we also need to make sure that all the big particles are removed from these packages. And we do that with high pressure air. So first package and of course the second package as well. Now the next thing we do is we pass this into the clean room, and we do this through this airlock here. And the airlock will only always open on one side so that you don't have the contamination flowing through. So I press this button, open the door, and on the other side, Thomas can take over.
Okay, let's take out the material. Now we are inside the clean room. So this means we can put the material directly to the production. Let's go to the first assembly station. Here at this assembly station, all the material is assembled together, and as a result of this assembly process, we have our, let's call it optical engine. You can see it here. For safety reasons, I put the lid on top of this plate because there can be dust or any particles which could harm the component. And now the question is, what is the next assembly step? The next assembly step is the housing process. You remember a lot of our components have to be hermetically sealed, and after the housing assembly here, there's only one step left, one assembly step left, and this is the laser welding. And for the laser welding, this is done outside the clean room. We now have to put the material once again to an airlock to get it out. Yeah, you remember 2 doors, only one door can be opened at a time. And now I can put the material to the dolly here so that James can take over and do the welding process outside.
So here we are again outside of the clean room. And the next step that we're going to do is the laser welding. And we do the laser welding to make sure that our components are hermetically sealed. And as you can see over here, we already have some of our finished components. So, and now we'll put the lid on just to be sure, and now we're going back to the warehouse for this, so for when customers want to buy it, we can take it directly out of the warehouse. But it is a little bit far away, that's why I'm going to hand it over to Thomas like that.
Okay, for the logistics, we now go back to the warehouse from where we started with the material. Now we can send out the components to you. And I hope you learned something today and got an impression of how the material flow is going in our company. And see you in one of the next videos. Bye bye.